Hello everyone and welcome to part 2 of the Schumacher career mode. So here we are in Malaysia then for free practice. So just put a setup on the car now and run you through it now. We did have an R&D objective. I did do it in this session. I'm not going to tell you anything about it because you will see it later on. Anyway, run through the session, getting out on the track. End of the first lap. Schumacher runs a bit wide, going into that horrible penultimate corner. I just hate that so much, and I think Schumacher might as well. So final corner now, brake at the 100-meter board, brake down the tiniest bit of a corner cut, DRS zone, and run to the line, and it is a 44.5 for the first lap. So the second lap then, here comes Schumacher on the end of the R&D run. I think if I pass that target lap time on the tire wear, because say I'm on 9.1% and target is 21%, the tire wear, I think we get 5% extra front grip or something, which is good. So after the R&D objective, I decided to retire, and that is the end of free practice. So we finished third in practice, and moving on to qualifying now. Here it is, the R&D part. It failed though, which really helps, which was really annoying. But anyway, this was the results of Q2, and as you can see here, we just made it through in 17th, 1.8 seconds off the pace. So yeah, moving on to Q2. That was on the prime tire, so yeah, you'd expect them to be that slow. And Q2 now, climbing into our prancing horse for Q2. And then he was just giving us a tutorial on the tires, so I decided to skip this bit and move on to the race because I made a mistake. I made it so that it was a short qualifying instead of a long qualifying, so I qualified 17th for qualifying. So anyway, let's get on to the race and see how we get on. So yeah, so here we are in the Ferrari garage for the race. This is a 50% race for the Malaysian Grand Prix. This is just a slight change in making the setup, adjusting the front arrow to 6 instead of 5, and let's get out onto the grid. So here we are down in 17, starting very low down. Maldonado is alongside us. Southhill and Grosjean is ahead of us. 5 minutes! And away we go for the Malaysian Grand Prix. So already jumping Maldonado off the start. Getting a good start in fact. Now in the slipstream of Southhill, what can we do going into turn 1? We dive it down multiple cars and get ourselves up into P6 by the first corner. P5 by the second. We're into P2 almost. Yes, we're into P2 by the second corner. This was an amazing start. I've never seen anything like it. We're up in the second. What a start, ladies and gentlemen. What a start. Now can we get Rosberg before he pulls away and does, well, a Mercedes? So end of lap 3 end of lap 2, start of lap 3. We just done 41.1. Can we get Rosberg going into turn 1? He's half a second ahead of us. Of course we can. We dive it up as inside. A little bit of a corner cut, but that was okay as we do the fast lap of the race and take the lead as well. So really good start to this Grand Prix for us. Can we maintain it? On to the end of lap 3, Rosberg is attacking us. Will he try down the inside? Yes, but will he back out of it? No, he won't. We dive it back down his inside and get the move done. DRS is enabled. We enable it and get past Rosberg. That's a good battle with Rosberg, even though it's only lap 4. But anyway, yeah. And now skipping on to our pit stop lap, I think. Yeah, pit stop lap, lap 7. We're still, well, it's not Rosberg, it's Hamilton this time. Will Hamilton go for the move? I squeeze him a little bit to the wall, but yes, he does go for the move, but we're just going to go straight on, break a bit later because we're pitting. Get a corner cut there. Now, coming into the pits quite early. I was meant to come in lap 8, but came on lap 7. Putting on the prime tyres for 10 lap stint on the tyres. So, a 3.8 second pit stop. So, 3.8 second pit stop, bog standard. So, rejoining in 15th actually, sorry, 15th behind Grosjean, but crucially in clean air. Now we have to push and try and keep the lead as Hamilton and Rosberg pit. So, coming out of the pits in 15th. Now, end of lap 8, there's a load of other cars in the pits, including my teammate. We're in 13th at the minute, 12th, down in up into 8th. But look, there is Vettel ahead of us as my Skype goes mad. But crucially, look, Vettel and Hamilton has jumped us, which is really bad for us. Now, skipping on to the end of lap 9. The rest of the people come in for their pit stop, and we are up into 4th position. That means Rosberg, Hamilton and Vettel has jumped us. You can see Vettel is battling with Hamilton, I think that is. Yes, it is. Hamilton, yes. Can we get in on the action? But look at Rosberg. Look at the lead Rosberg has. It's about 2 seconds. It's about 1.5 seconds to Hamilton. We need to clear these cars and get past Rosberg as soon as possible as we dive it up Vettel's inside. Go a bit wide. But get the move done, which was quite good. Thought that was actually quite a good move. Now on to the end of lap 11. Hamilton and Rosberg went wide, and now we are into P2. Can we get Rosberg? We're in the slipstream. We're abusing his slipstream. We pull out of the slipstream. We're alongside him and we're past him before the final corner, and we lead. Going on to lap 12. Or do we? Yes, we do. And look, on lap 14 we have 20 runners left in the Grand Prix, so 2 runners have retired. I think they're the 2 Red Bulls, Vettel and Ricciardo, as you will see later in the video. Whoa, swipe left as I think Hamilton hit us. So now on to the end of lap 15. Rosberg, as we have a safety car. I was just about to say Rosberg was going to attack us, but we have a safety car, and I think I'm going to pit this lap for fresh tyres. Making a pig's ass that entry. Yes, I did say pig's ass, as Pecco said in his F1 live season video. Not F1 live season, GP2. No, it wasn't GP2. Fuck's sake. It was FPC, sorry. Yes. So pit stop was a 3.7, a bit quicker than the first one. So where will we rejoin? Where will Schumacher rejoin into this race? Hopefully in P10, just inside the points. But crucially, he has made a pit stop, and we haven't. We have made a pit stop, and no one else has. So we are in P10. So skipping to the end of the safety car period. Safety car is in this lap. We are in P10. Can we get Bottas off the restart? That would be amazing if we could, because we have made a pit stop and they haven't. Yes, they still have one more pit stop to make, but they will have fresher tyres at the end. I don't even know if we can make it to the end on these prime tyres, because I think the prime tyres last about 10 laps. But anyway, We are almost go for the restart. Someone's taking a bit of debris there. And we are off for the restart. Locking up, getting into the final corner. Bottas is just ahead of us. Can we get him? Can we get him? No, we can't because we're quite far back. Can we dive bomb him into turn 1? Yes, we do, and we do get past him with a bit of a corner cut, an illegal overtake, and we give the position back, which was okay, but we still get past him anyway. So next up the road is Perez. Can we get... No, as he pits, as him and Massa pits. That promotes us up into 5th position. Alonso pits as well, which promotes us up into 4th with about 10 laps to go. Yeah. Thank you for that, engineer. Magnussen pits, and who's that as well? I think that's Vettel that pits. No, that's Hamilton. Sorry, that's Hamilton that pits because Vettel's out. So it's only Rosberg left to pit. He will have the freshest tyres of them all coming through onto the final stint of the race. So on the end of lap 20, start of lap 21, he does pit, which means we will have about a 18-second lead. But can Rosberg close that down by the end of the race, Rosberg or Hamilton? Anyway, skipping on to the final lap because nothing really happened. We are -1 down on fuel. We are trying to save fuel. Hamilton is right up our gearbox and Rosberg is right up his as well. They're in the slipstream with me. Hamilton tries the outside, but no, it doesn't work as we dive it up his inside as he backs out of it. We run a little bit wide, get a bit of wheel spin, and we have won the Malaysian Grand Prix. We wave our wheel in celebration because that is our first win of the season. And running out of fuel on the line there as well. So let's have a look at the championship. 0.3, less than a second between the top 3. That's how close that race was. So just run through the race classifications now. You can see Daniel Ricciardo and Sebastian Vettel were the only retirements of that race, and now we are first in the Drivers' Championship, but it is level on points with me and Lewis Hamilton. In the Constructors, we are second. But anyway, that has been this episode of the Schumacher Career Mode. Do stick around for more, and until my next video, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.